Dear students, hope you all are well. This is Shetu Mitro, lecturer, Department of Agricultural Studies, Milestone College, Uttara Dhaka. Now, you all are welcome to my today's discussion. Today, I will discuss about Chapter 5, Section 6 from first paper, and the name of the section is Cultivation Method of Fruit Crops. So, in your previous lesson, you already know about some topics of this lesson, and now the rest topics. That is, after completing today's lesson, you are able to know about the modern cultivation method of guava, then the insect and disease control for these fruits, and then the modern cultivator method of orange and its insect and disease control and measurement. So, firstly we discuss about guava production, that is the modern technology or how we can cultivate guava nowadays. Firstly, for any type of cultivation, some topics should be maintained and some requirements should be fulfilled. Here, for guava cultivation, climatic requirement, that is climate means the temperature and their humidity and rainfall, these are the main ingredients. And for guava cultivation, mainly the temperature should be 23 to 28 degrees Celsius, and definitely rainfall must require. Then the selection of soil. Mainly guava is a most popular fruit throughout the country, and its nutritive value is also rich. It is full of vitamin A and vitamin C present in these fruits. And for this crop cultivation, these crops can be cultivated throughout our country, and you must know that these fruits is very popular among you. So, mainly loamy soil and sandy loam soil or any types of soil, guava can be cultivated by some proper tips. Then selection of variety. Many types guava varieties are present. From there, some varieties are very popular, and this varieties name is very important knowledge based question or multiple choice question. That is, some important variety is Kaji Peara, then Bari Peara 2, 3, then Shoru Kaji Peara, Kanchuroglu Peara, then Mau Peara 1 to 9, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, that up to 9. So these are the varieties. From where Kaji Peara, Shoru Kaji, Kanchuroglu, these are the popular variety. And now Bari Peara 8, Bari Peara 8 is very popular nowadays. Then reproduction method. Mainly guava can be cultivated through seeds, but the seedlings which is produced from seeds, they have no characteristics like their mother plant. So here mainly reproducing method is grafting, and later I will know you about booty grafting. Then the fertilizer application. For these types of cultivation, definitely fertilizer is required. It may be grown all types of soil, but for soil preparation, some fertilizer should be given. That is, organic and inorganic, both fertilizer are used for this types of cultivation. That is, cow dung or compost we can use. It is organic fertilizer, and then just gypsum, urea, and these are the inorganic fertilizer. Those fertilizer is used for their pea preparation, and after planting the seedlings, the fertilizer dose should be completed. Then the intercultural operation. When the seedlings are planted, some intercultural operation is required like irrigation, fencing, pruning. You know that every plant for their survival requires water. But if the rainfall or rainy water is less, then irrigation water is needed. So dear students, now I'll discuss about some diseases which are appeared in guava cultivation. The main diseases of guava is anthracnose disease, dieback disease, wilt disease, and all of these three diseases, the main causal organism is fungus. Okay. So firstly, we discuss about anthracnose disease. And anthracnose disease, this disease mainly appears in the leaf and fruits both. So their causal organism is fungus, and some symptoms you can show in leaves and fruits, then you are able to understand that it is anthracnose disease. So the main symptoms of anthracnose disease are brown spots are found on new leaves. When new leaves appear in a plant, then here some brown spots are present, and then black spots are present in the fruit. So these are the main symptoms of anthracnose disease, and fruits became hard and wrinkle may appear in fruit and get cracked, and these symptoms are found in the fruits, and in the leaves only brown spots are present. If you see all of these symptoms, then you can identify that it is an anthracnose disease, and this disease is more common in guava cultivation. Then another disease, that is dieback disease. So this is also very common in guava cultivation, and the causal organism of dieback disease is same. That is, the causal organism of dieback disease is fungus, and this is very important for knowledge based and multiple choice question. That is, what is the causal organism of anthracnose disease, or what is the causal organism of dieback disease? And the symptoms are leaves became brown. That is, all types of leaf can be brown and finally dry. Then side of the leaves became wrinkled. Then, and for control this type of disease, we should use suitable fungicide and remove unwanted branches, and the branches should be burned. Okay, and the control of anthracnose disease, the main requirements are same. That is, required fungicide should be used, and the main insects of this fruit cultivation may appear, that is whitefly and fruit borer. So these are the diseases and insects. So main diseases are anthracnose disease, wilt disease, and dieback disease. And all of three diseases, one causal symptom is fungus. This is very important MCQs. And the control measure of these diseases mainly use specified fungicide, and when we see the affected area, that is branch, fruits or leaves, it should be burned. And now I want to show you the booty grafting for guava cultivation, and mainly for reproduction this method is used. So suppose this is a guava plant. We select a branch whose diameter is like a pencil, right? So suppose this is a branch whose diameter is like a pencil. Then here we select 1 to 1.5 inch from there, and we separate the bark or remove the bark from this stem, this branch that is lying this. So the bark is removed from the branch. Then here we keep there a paste which is made from compost and soil, loamy soil mixture. Okay, here with this and then it's wrapped with a polythene. So this is like a booty, that's why it is called booty grafting. And after 1 to 1.5 months the roots are appeared, and then we separate this branch and we keep this, or we can be plant this in a pot or in the field. So now I discuss about the cultivation method of orange. So orange is a very popular and common fruit, and this is very nutritious and full of vitamin C. I know many of you favorite fruit or many of you like orange. So how we can cultivate this type of fruits, or what is the requirement for their cultivation? So we will discuss about this. That is firstly the climate. So for cultivating any types of plant, first we should know about the climate which is suitable for the cultivation of this fruit. That is mainly the temperature should be 20 to 30 degrees Celsius, and more rainfall or more rain weather is required, and humid weather is also favored for the cultivation of these types of fruits. And then the soil, mainly loamy soil or sandy loam soil. These types of soil is suitable for cultivation orange, and in our country mainly hilly region is suitable for their cultivation, and their weather and their soil types is suitable for these types of cultivation. Then the variety. Main varieties of orange in our country is Khasiya, Nagpuri, Musambi, Bari Komala 1 or Bari Orange 1. That is Khasiya. You know the Khasiya variety, it is our native or local variety, and then Nagpuri, then Musambi, and from Bari released variety, that is Bari Komala 1. This is very popular and common variety which is cultivated throughout the country. Then preparation of land and pits. For the cultivation, definitely land preparation is required, plowing and transplanting of lands, and then pit should be prepared properly. Then fertilizer application. For orange cultivation, both organic and inorganic fertilizer can be used, and definitely decomposed fertilizer is required for organic fertilizer, and we can apply it for pit preparation. Then some intercultural operations. So when pit formation is done, and then when we cultivate orange, the seedlings can be we found from two types. That is, we can prepare seedlings from seeds and then vegetative growth, and mainly from the vegetative growth, that is grafting or budding. These types of seedling is popular for their reproduction. And some intercultural operations should be done, that is irrigation, weeding, mulching, pruning. These are the intercultural operations. Mainly irrigation is required when less rainfall or scarcity of water, then must irrigation is required. Then weeding. Weeding must be required when weeds are more. Then mulching. Mulching is a process by which the water can be or moisture can be stored, and for mulching, straw, water hyacinth, even polythene sheet can be used. So it helps to record the moisture. Then pruning, and pruning, this intercultural operation is very important in orange cultivation. For proper growth and for more production, orange plants should be pruned. Then insect and disease management. Now the disease and the insects which attack during orange cultivation. The main and popular insect during orange cultivation are butterfly, leaf curl, leaf miner, red mite and mealybug. Mainly this butterfly is called lemon butterfly. Okay, this butterfly attacked before flowering stage during orange cultivation, and leaf curl, these insects mainly attack during fruit. Mainly small fruit when appear, this insect attack there. Then leaf miner. These insects mainly attack in the leaves of orange plant, and red mites mainly attack in the leaves and fruits and flower both. And the mealybug, this is the insect that mainly attack in the fruits. And then the main disease during orange cultivation. Mainly for all types of lime cultivation or lemon type fruits cultivation, the common disease is canker. This disease is a bacterial disease. Okay, so canker is a bacterial disease, and this disease is mainly common and popular for any types of lime type crop cultivation. And the main symptoms of this disease is occur in bud, leaves and stem. We can see the symptoms of this disease in leaf or bud or stem, and mainly brown spots. Brown spots are appear in leaves and fruits and stems. Then the disease is dieback. This disease mainly infected portion die from top to bottom. Basically, when this disease attacked in this plant, then infected portion firstly started to die, and then top to bottom all portions are died. Then the gummosis disease. Mainly in this disease, stem and leaves became brown. If the stem and leaves became brown or turn into brownish, then we can see that tell that this disease is a gummosis disease. So these diseases and these insects are the main insects and diseases which are attacked during orange cultivation. Dear students, today you already know about the topics of modern cultivation method of guava and orange. And you already know that these two types fruits are very common and popular fruits in Bangladesh. And both fruits are rich in vitamin C. And guava is mainly rich in vitamin C and also vitamin A. So that's all for today's lesson. If you have any queries or any question, ask your subject teacher. They must help you.